Okay, in this video I'm going to be showing off some of my MCU Marvel villains in Lego form with one off-brand Lego character that would still kind of fit for the MCU theme. And um, yeah, I think I'm going to try to show these um, in order of when we see them. So let's see. I should have set these aside in the right order to begin with. Um, these aren't all my MCU villains, I don't think, but it is at least most of them. Let's see. One of them technically isn't a villain anymore, but you'll see what I mean. Um, okay, so up first is more of a sidekick villain character, and that is an extremist soldier from Iron Man 3 with a glow-in-the-dark head, and the other side of his face looks like that. Um, I'll only show the backs of their heads if they have two expressions. Otherwise, or like with the Outrider characters from the Infinity War sets, I'll show the one of them with the back of its head, and then the rest I'll just show um, their face printing. I have got 6 of them. um, I might take the neck attachment off of one of them to show the back printing that they all share. But moving along here before I get too sidetracked, I have 2 different versions of the Iron Man 3 Mandarin. I have this one. Looks like that. Honestly, I think that this headpiece that the Mandarin has would work pretty well for Darkseid Anakin before fighting Obi-Wan and being put in the Darth Vader suit via the Vader transformation. And then here's my other Mandarin. This one is in more of his robes. The faces on this one are the same as the other one, just the outfit is different. So moving on here, we have one of the Sakaran soldiers, I think, from Guardians Volume 1 when they attack Nowhere. And then here's the back of his head there. I really like the gun piece they gave these guys. They should have used this gun piece again for an Infinity War set where Iron Man and Spider-Man are trying to rescue Doctor Strange from Ebony Maw. I think it would have been really cool to have Tony have one of these in his Iron Man red color with maybe like and keep like the clear studs on the sides like that. That would have been really cool. And here we have Crossbones from Captain America Civil War, right there. There's what his face looks like under the little breathing mask thing. I'm pretty sure he had the breathing apparatus in the set. I didn't actually get the set that he came in. I got him at a little Lego shop um, in Tacoma one time. Um, but yeah, there's Crossbones there. This version of the Shocker, I did get the set that he came with Vulture as well. Vulture isn't going to be included in this video because I have him stored in a different place to where these characters that I'm going to be showing are stored. But here's the Shocker. And I did customize him a little bit because he's only supposed to have one of these gauntlets. But he has two, and he has the same arm printing on both sides. And then here's the back of his outfit there. I think that this type of gauntlet piece has been used in gold for a minifigure sized Thanos that's this big instead of a Hulk sized big figure. Then we have one of the bad guys from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and that is Taserface. His name's really funny. It's metaphorical. Here's what the back of his printing looks like under his little hairpiece there. No arm printing, but here's his really cool bazooka looking gun. And then he has just a Galaxy Quest blaster as well. Then next up, since this character appeared before the other bad guys in Ragnarok, we have Hela, Goddess of Death, on her little platform there. There's the back of her. I'll take off her little headdress thing and show her faces here. She has that face for when she's wearing the mask, and then this one for when she has her hairpiece on. Let's see. I like to be funny and give her hairpiece or whichever hat or headpiece she's not wearing, be it the hair or the headdress here. Whichever one she's not wearing, I like to give to Ebony Maw. But I have the characters in their original form except for one of them. I'll point out which one's not in his original form completely when we get to it. But yeah, I like to have Ebony Maw with Hela, Goddess of Death's hair. Then here we have one of the Sakaran soldiers or like sentry guys from the Grand Master's audience chamber from Thor Ragnarok. And of course, you can't have the Grand Master's bodyguard without the Grand Master himself. There we go. And the other side of his face looks devious. He looks happy here and devious on the other side, which is very fitting for Jeff Goldblum because he gives off kind of devious vibes in some of his movies. Not all of them, but some of them. And the next two characters are identical, so I'm not going to show one of them. But I'll go ahead and I'll show the character, and then I'll take off the neck piece that he has. This is one of the undead Asgardian soldiers that Hela brought back with the Eternal Flame. It does have back printing and front printing, but it's so dark on the torso that it's hard to see either one. But here's the printing on his head, and it's even hard to tell the printing on his head. Dang it. Oh well. So I got both of the Ragnarok sets. I got the arena and then the ship that they steal near the end of the movie or the circular ship to get from Sakaar to Asgard. I have that ship and the Sakaran arena for the Tournament of Champions or whatever it's called. Then here we have Killmonger in his Black Panther outfit. The Outrider that doesn't look the same as the other ones is just because I put one of the one of these Panther earpiece things on there. But in some of the more recent Infinity War and Endgame sets, like under the Infinity Saga sets, the anniversary type sets, those ones have the Black Panther earpieces on them. I'm pretty sure. It is customization, and it's not at the same time. Next up from Infinity War, we have I think Cole Obsidian is this character, with his hammer looking things. His eyes are really yellow. That's actually kind of creepy. Yeah, there's Cole Obsidian. Then we have Ebony Maw, who Iron Man appropriately called Squidward. We're sorry, the Earth is closed today. Means get lost, Squidward. Avengers Infinity War. And that was before he had Morgan Stark. So even before he had a kid, Tony Stark was watching SpongeBob. Well then. Then we have Corvus Glaive. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He does have dual expressions. So here's the expression you saw under the hood, and here's the back of his face. I know that the character is supposed to have a cape, but maybe I've seen The Incredibles too many times. No capes. I don't do capes. Then we have Proxima Midnight with her blue hair and black horn things. Not sure what these are supposed to be, but yeah, I like her gold arm. That's cool. And here's the other side of her face. Hopefully you can see that okay. It's such a dark character printed on a black headpiece, which makes it even harder to see, just like the undead Asgardian thing. Then moving on to Captain Marvel before we get to the other Infinity War characters. We have the one that's technically not still a villain, but was introduced as a villain or presumed to be a villain initially, is Talos, the Skrull, right here. So I got the Captain Marvel set of the quad jump or the quad jet. Oh, I guess he doesn't have dual-sided faces. Whoops, my bad. I forgot he didn't have a double-sided face. Yeah, he has one of the stud shooters with a purple stud on the back. But yeah, so there's that, and then I'll show you guys two of the Outriders. I'm not going to show them all since they all look pretty much the same. The reason I'm showing you two of them is because one has the Black Panther earpiece on its head, and the other five do not. So I'll show you one that does and one that doesn't, and then I'll I'll take the shoulder armor off to show you the back printing. Here's the face, or the front there, the back. I think one of the Venom or Carnage minifigures used this sort of arm piece on the back of him one time, or in the past. I'm pretty sure the Iron Spider did this, had the same sort of piece for the MCU version from the, which set did that come with? The, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. The, Sanctum Sanctorum. Duh. How did it take me so long to think of that? It's one of my favorite of the original 6 Infinity War sets. And the biggest, I'm pretty sure. So here's the back of the Knight Rider when he's not wearing this armor piece. Just thought I'd show that on one of them. I'll show you guys one more because, like I said, the other 5 don't have the extra hat piece thing for ears. So here's one without the head extra head piece. The rest of them all look the same as that one that I just showed. And the back one is so next we have more of a cartoon Thanos here, but it kind of fits because in the beginning of when he first shows up in Infinity War, granted he didn't have navy blue sleeves with gold markings on it like that. The other arm looks the same, but he did have the nice chrome Infinity Gauntlet there with all 6 Infinity Stones. I have quite a few copies of all the Infinity Stones because each set that had Infinity Stones came with one of those little ring things that had 4 of whatever stone was included in it on there. I think my second favorite in the original 6 Infinity War sets was the Guardians of the Galaxy ship. That one was awesome. And it got me my first Star-Lord minifigure, and I have 2 Star-Lords now. And here is the official MCU Thanos from the original Infinity War set there. However, I was a little tricky. I switched out the yellow or the Mind and Time stones on this one for the one from here. So this one has the official Lego Time Stone and Mind Stone, and this one has one that looks more accurate to me. So that is my MCU minifigure showcase. Yeah, that's that. There'll be other minifigure showcases for the MCU characters, as well as some of my other characters. Actually, most of my other characters, I'm probably going to show all 1,400 plus of them again. But I'll be doing them in segments like this. And since I did so in December, I'm not going to show my Guardians of the Galaxy minifigures again. But I will be showing my Infinity War Thor with Stormbreaker. And yeah, I think the next Marvel minifigure showcase that I do will be based on either cartoon or comic book characters that aren't MCU versions or live action. So the polybag version of Electro that came out of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 design won't be included in that next video because it's a live action version and not a animated or cartoon version. But most of my Spider-Man minifigures will be included in that, unless they're based on live action versions of Spider-Man, like my Tobey Maguire Spider-Man minifigure, or my what is it called? The Spider-Man, the Stark Spider-Man suit that Tony made Spider-Man for Civil War, that was also featured in Homecoming. I won't include that one or the Iron Spider, because the only Iron Spider minifigure I have is based on the Infinity War sets. But ones that will be included in that probably are going to be the characters or the variants of characters shown in What If, since it was an animated series. I figured I would include those. Um, they are still in the MCU as well, but they're animated, and so I'll be showing off what I like to call the zombie hunter Spider-Man um, for that, as well as the um, gold armor Gamora and um, zombie Captain America and Captain Carter. I want to say there was more than just those four from What If, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the Marvel Studios minifigure checklist from the blind bag minifigures. Or another thing I might do is I might save those minifigures on that checklist and show them all at once because I have them all. So I'll show them all at once. T'Challa Star Lord, that's another one. I'll show all those ones at once based off of where they fall on that checklist from 1 to 12. Um, although I might save my favorite one for last because I'm not sure if my favorite minifigure from that series was number 12 or not. If it wasn't, then it'll be the last one I show out of order in that case. But yeah, that is my minifigure showcase, and I'll be making maybe another minifigure showcase either later today, maybe, or most likely it'll probably be tomorrow. But I think my shirt here um, with the Avengers Age of Ultron on it, uh, this is an Age of Ultron shirt, fits the theme of this video. You'll notice, however, that I didn't include any of my Ultron minifigures because I have a bunch of Ultrons. I have, I think, 3 Ultron Sentries, the Ultron Mark One, that made his first appearance when he in Avengers Tower when the rest of the Avenger characters were talking about being worthy of Thor's hammer. I know how to pronounce it, Mjolnir. But yeah, I didn't include those characters. I also have the version of Ultron that had the red face, and then the shinier silver version with the transparent orange head, as well as the Iron Legionnaires. However, those ones aren't included in this video because they're with most of my other Marvel minifigures. These are just the bad guys that I had accessible in one of my drawers or one of my minifigure drawers. I didn't spend a whole lot of time looking for characters this morning to make this video, but hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we'll check out further minifigure showcases. Um, chances are there's going to be a lot of them coming up, so be looking forward to that. And that's all for this video. Take care.